Hi, everyone. You may have been sad to hear that Flip, formerly Flipgrid, is going away as of September 30th, 2024. It is being merged with Microsoft Teams, and you can start a free account with Microsoft Teams to be able to use the Flipgrid features there. However, many people have been wondering what they can use in place of Flipgrid and Microsoft Teams. Well, I'm going to show you Padlet today, which is an oldie but goodie in the EdTech world. So if you can get to padlet.com, we're going to begin. So once you get here, you can sign up for a free Padlet account. You get 10 free Padlets to recycle, reuse, and use at will with your classes. Once you get there, you can also log in if you already have an account and log in with Google. Once you are logged in, you will see that you come here to your Padlet dashboard. These are Padlets that have been made by me. This is your navigation area. On the left, you can create bookmarks or favorites and folders to organize your Padlets. But we're going to start with making a simple Padlet today. Click the Make button here at the top, and then you can choose what you want to make. Jamboard went away last year with Google, and right here you can see that you can import your Jamboards. You can even create Padlet boards that are just like Jamboards here. You can also import from Flip, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But here is where you're going to go to create a blank board unless you want to use one of the AI creations. Once you come in here, you're going to start building your Padlet. And it's going to give you a background and it's going to give you a title, and everything can be customized here underneath your new board. So you can choose what type of Padlet you want: wall, stream, timeline, grid, canvas, or even a map feature. And you can choose whether or not to have sections. You can rename your Padlet here, just like that, and click Done. Now, if you want to update anything else like the background, you can go here to the settings. You can add a description if you want. You can choose an emoji icon if you like. You can even do a custom icon. Wallpaper is here to choose from. You can switch it up from solids to gradients to textures and even landscapes. And you can even do drawings. You can even bring in your own custom background if you want. And then you click Save. You can customize light and dark theme, fonts, post size, pretty much anything. You can turn on sections from here if you decide you want them and you didn't have them before. I'll show you how those work right now. And then you can choose how they're organized. You can choose whether or not you're allowing students to comment. This is important. And you can choose whether or not you want them to get likes, showing author and timestamp. I like to show this for my students. And you can customize what fields they have to post. And this is another important one. You can choose whether to moderate or not moderate, or have AI moderate your Padlet. And then you can give it a custom URL if you want, making it easier for your students to find. Once you're ready here, you can close this and you can start adding to your Padlet. If you're doing this as a group project, you may want to give one Padlet for your class, but then allow your groups to have each their own section. And you can give instructions to your students here by adding them to your own post under each section. A beautiful thing here is that you can copy or duplicate posts. You can copy things to another Padlet if you want, or transfer the post altogether. So I like to duplicate and then just drag and drop where you want it. Another thing that you can do, which I like to do, is pin my post at the top. These are my instructions. I want them to always stay at the top. And then you can have your students start adding and share the post with them. So how students are going to add is they can click the plus sign under each group, or they can click the plus sign in the corner. And You can have them do a student response. Beautiful thing here is that you have all these little features, which I haven't shown yet. Students can upload a PDF or a document to here. They can add links. They can add pictures. They can add an image search. But I love this +12 button here. And here's where our video recorder is. So students are going to have to allow their use of microphone. And it's going to connect to the camera. And they can say no camera, no microphone. And it's going to show them here. They can record anything. They can add some things to it. And then that's going to appear here when they're done. Students, if they're not doing a video response, can do an audio response. They can screen record here. They can add a drawing. You can even add for yourself, for your own Padlets, you can add polls, Google Drive, have AI do the work for you and come up with something. There's image search, GIFs. They can add YouTube videos, Spotify music, web searches, locations. There's a ton of different things that the students can add to their posts. Or you can just have them do a text response here, and then they publish. If students want their stuff to stand out, they can always add a little color to it. And dark mode has different colors than this. And then you can have students add as groups if they want. So different groups would put their different responses here. To share this out to Google Classroom, students are going to go here, you're going to go here, and you're going to copy the link of this. Make sure you give your visitors permission to write. I like to keep things secret, and that way the Padlet is not public, and that way I don't have to worry about my students logging in or passwords. You can choose to do it as a password if you want. You can add co-collaborators, meaning you can add co-teachers to it if you choose. And then you can find the links here. There can be breakout rooms from here if you choose to use them. You can copy links to the clipboard, and then you have it to put right in your Google Classroom. There is a Padlet app that students can use as well from their devices at home. And you can even export your Padlets if you want as an image, a PDF, a CSV file, which is a type of Excel spreadsheet, or an Excel spreadsheet. You can even print your Padlets. And that's Padlet in a nutshell for you. If you would like to schedule time for me to come in and work with you and show you how to use this more with your classes, please sign up. In the next little video clip, I'm going to show you how to export your Flipgrids and bring them into Padlet. In the previous video clip, I showed you that you can import videos from Flip, formerly Flipgrid. And all you need to do is once you're here on your homepage of Padlet, click the Import from Flip button. You're going to get some brief instructions. If you do need more detailed instructions beyond this video, click the link right here and it will help you out. But all you need to do is go into your Flip account, and you're going to go on the left-hand side over here and click My Videos. From here, you're going to click on your icon, click the little jelly beans, and click Download All Data. It's going to request to download. And once you do, it's going to send you a link to your email that's going to export your videos as a zip file. So once you go to your video, you will see this email that your Flip is ready to download. Click that download button and it will download it as a zip file. Once you go here, go back to Padlet, to that little instruction page, click the upload button, find in your downloads that Flip zip file, and click open. From here, it's going to say that your videos were successfully uploaded. Once they have successfully uploaded, you will see a Flip Camera Recordings Padlet, and you can go into this Padlet and you will see any of the Flip videos that you have saved to your account. So you'll see some of mine from COVID here, and you can then take any of these videos. You can transfer them to another Padlet if you need them, and then start a Padlet for that video that you might need. Use it as a student example or whatnot. But all your videos from Flip that you have saved then to your account will be right there in your Flip camera recordings.